Yeah.
What up? What up, good sir?
Hey, what's going on with it?
What up? What up, good sir? How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Good, good, man.
What is really going on here? Make sure I got this turned up enough. Right. Oh, there we go. Booyah.
Get our settings, get our all this fun stuff together.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
Yeah. So we have a lot to cover, man.
Yeah, buddy. It's yeah.
A lot of interesting things going on.
It's oh my God. I, I was gonna start the night off by cutting a promo on your guy. I didn't even see that you had responded to that idiot and what have you. I didn't even see that at first because
Uh-huh.
I was trying to go back to see what his name. I went back through the text and I was like, what is this idiot's name? And it was just an eagle. I was like, oh, okay. So, but then when I
Hmm.
clicked on it, opened up the picture, I saw that you commented, "We just getting started, idiot." It was like, okay, never mind. That's perfectly fine then. So,
You talking about the TikTok one?
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think TikTok deleted that because I couldn't see it anymore.
yeah. They probably did. They got. I mean, TikTok is so damn sensitive. It's like
Right.
even if you try to sometimes I guess like try to mask it, give or take, by changing up how you spell certain words and what have you. I think they just got a lot of trigger words in there, and it's like, okay, but if you challenge it, what have you, 9 times out of 10, I guess their automated system goes back through and reads it, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's okay. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like, yeah, same thing like with Facebook. Like you let motherfuckers on
Yeah.
here call me monkeys and all this other crap, but as soon as I call them stupid or dumbass, I get flagged. Like, come on,
Right.
man, come on.
Right.
This
You've been in Facebook jail enough, man.
man, I promise you, about a couple, 2, 3 years ago, man, I was in Facebook jail at least twice a month.
Yeah. Because I would always see them post like, "I'm back, y'all. I'm back." I'm like, "Damn, what? They called again?"
Man, because that's just how sensitive it is. And it's like,
Right.
that's when I really started learning how to kind of ignore certain things, but then lean more to my wordplay so I don't get banned or get put on punishment, Facebook punishment that is. But
Exactly.
again,
Yeah.
I go back to they call me monkeys and niggas and all this other bullshit. But as soon as I say something, I get put in jail. Like make that make sense.
Zero. Makes zero
But
sense.
then you got these milk socks on her like, oh, this is why you don't podcast doesn't have me in the view. Oh, fuck up, we just got started. Like, what are
Right.
you doing besides scrolling through social media? You know, sitting there with one hand in your pocket and the other one on the keyboard, scrolling through just being fucking negative for no damn reason. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing with your life?
We actually producing content. We being productive. At least trying to be. But I
Right.
think we're doing really good though. I think because I'm looking at the numbers, man. I think like our podcast combined, as far as watch hours, got like 10 hours.
Oh, that's what's up though. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody got to start somewhere. Nobody got into this like right off the bat, getting hundreds of thousands of millions of views and what have you. It took time. Like
Right.
it took time. It's like nobody's a success overnight, and if you are, you won't last long. Is all I'm saying. So
Yeah. Yeah. The ones that pop like that, they go and they fizzle out real
real
quick.
quick, real
Hmm.
quick. But it's like I've also come to realize, especially like I said, over the last couple of years and what have you, if you're not praising one and down in the other one, then people come at you. It's like you let your fandom cloud your judgment.
Hmm.
Like I just saw, and I was gonna touch base on this later, but since we're waiting on TJ ass to click in, like I just saw something earlier where somebody said something about the WWE Universe need Tony Storm. Like, no, they don't. They had Tony Storm. And guess what y'all did to run her off? You ripped her clothes off and threw a pie in her face on national TV like it was the fucking Divas era.
Right.
And she dipped. She was like, no, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. So
Yeah, but then we seen how she was treated in NXT as well with under Triple H, and she was to come back now under Triple H with the new gimmick, I think it'd do wonders.
Right, because another conversation that I saw is like somebody was saying that the gimmick was stupid and blah blah this and blah blah that. I'm like, yeah, but here's the thing: if she was doing that same gimmick in WWE, it'd be the greatest thing ever. Like,
right,
literally, tell me in either promotion what female is doing what she's done with that character in general. The way that the character evolved inside of itself, evolving like she developed like a whole nother character inside of a character. Like
right.
you went from the timeless to the amnesia, the one who had amnesia, and then she came back to on my fault. And then she went back to the WWE version of Tony Storm, and then clicked all the way back to her timeless because all of it was just a ruse to begin with. Like
Mm-hmm.
that shit is fucking magic.
That's storytelling right there.
Yeah, but AEW doesn't tell stories though. I mean, we got the Death Riders, but I'm just whatever.
Right. Oh my God.
It's not it. They act like in WWE, like they also are telling the best stories. I'm like, okay, what's with the Y6? Where they at?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good question.
Look who showed up. Look who showed
Look
up.
how we starting out.
That's a good question. Where is the Y6?
I
Because they
mean,
make a big deal out of them.
thank you. But not to digress entirely too much, you kind of knew that that wasn't good. That's not really going nowhere without Bray. I'm sorry. It's not going anywhere without Bray.
Now they had a good start. To me, the biggest part of it was when they was doing those little interviews with Bo Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of schizophrenic patient, kind of going back and forth. They just could have really kept it right there.
Yeah.
Just before the matches, before the debut or anything, just keep it just right there, just on him. Because that's what everybody wanted to see within the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing with them. Then the bell rings. Then the bell rings. Then what?
My opinion, the first match with the hair, it was off. I'm sorry. I could not get into it. The hair just threw me off.
Yeah. When the bell rings, the magic is gone. It's just it's wrestling. I mean, at the end of the day, it's wrestling. You know, you can't do too much character stuff. I mean, you can do some stuff that relates to your character in the ring, but I mean, it depends how hokey you want to be with it. You know, it can get out of control. You can do Papa Shango with the
Papa
Shango. You can do Undertaker with the urn, and you know, but
yeah. He said Papa Shango though. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh my God! When I was a kid, I was scared of that guy.
You can do the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Now I think the Boogeyman, he was more so just a funny gimmick.
Yeah.
You think he was comedy?
Yeah.
I think he was. I don't think he was meant to be taken seriously.
No, at all.
I'm just saying, how many matches did Buddy actually win?
I can't remember one.
Not a lot. No. He didn't even help. I was just saying he didn't have a championship either.
Not a one.
Nope. And his matches wasn't memorable anyway. It was all just segments.
That's like, and it's probably gonna catch some heat for this one, brother. When people talk about that the Honky Tonk Man was the greatest IC champion, I'm like, tell me one memorable feud that he had.
Right.
Exactly. There you go, right there. His most memorable match was when he got squashed by Ultimate Warrior in like 10 seconds at fucking SummerSlam.
When he lost it, right?
Yeah, that was his most memorable match during his title run.
His character was bigger than his title run to me.
Honky Tonk Man?
Yeah.
I didn't even like his character. I'm like, it was just
like with all the singing and dancing and all that back for back then within that 80s era.
I give you that. Okay.
Yeah, you know, he I guess in other words, he stood out more than his matches did. But sometimes within pro wrestling, that could be a problem. Standing out more than your matches, because back to what Big Dave say, is that at the end of the day, this is pro wrestling. You do need to be able to perform within the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I just pulled it up. Well, first of all, it says there isn't a definitive or publicly available number on how many matches the Boogeyman won, but his most notable victory was over King Booker at WrestleMania 22.
Booker.
King Booker. But
I remember when he came back on SmackDown. Was it with the New Day he did a segment with?
Yeah, when he crowned, Xavier got crowned, I think.
Yeah, when
when Xavier Woods won the King of the Ring.
Yeah, that was a good one. But like you say, sometimes you can stand out more than your champion, or you can stand out more than your participation within the ring. And I think with the Wyatt Six, the whole gimmick that they play up with all the oogie boogie and the scary stuff, it plays up so high, but when they get in the ring, it's like,
then the bell rings. Exactly. So
the only one that, to me, that showcased that same energy within the ring, what's his name? Longbeard. Bread.
who you talking about? Oh Jesus, because they just brought him back. He was part of the Bludgeon Brothers with
Eric Rowan.
Yeah, Eric Rowan, yeah.
Him, now he kept that same energy. You know? Now see, Bray Wyatt could have just played manager to him dominating within the ring.
We could, if Bray was still around and actually couldn't compete.
Right. Yeah. Well, Dallas just could have just played manager to him squashing people within the ring. And he do little backstage segments where he kind of iffy within the mind and just let him go out there and dominate. Because he's from that, I guess you could say, from that genre of what they do, and he knows how to hold that presence within the ring. He don't lose it once he start wrestling.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they was but anyway, the Wyatt Six. But I know that during the transfer portal, they went to SmackDown the same night that Miz did. So anywho.
Speaking of SmackDown, man. All right, let's just
you want to start there?
Yeah, no, I wanna actually I wanna go in order like we kind of discussed in the group text. I wanna start with Raw. What was you guys' thoughts on with Gunther and Jey Uso when that whole thing?
I love when he attacked him on that table. I was rooting. I was standing on my feet. I said, yes, make the decision for him.
Right.
Don't make it. He gonna keep playing around week to week. Then make the decision for him.
But I think we all kind of called that one too. That it was gonna be Jay and Walter at Mania.
Yeah,
most definitely. I mean, it was the right way to go to see to see him try to overcome Gunther.
And think about this. I called it. I'm gonna call it again. They want to see the Yeet in where they're gonna be in Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas is here. They want to see what is that 70,000 give or take.
Yeah.
They want to see 70,000 going Yeet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But think about this too. Since Walter has been on the main roster, even with the IC title or whatever the fuck other title he had on SmackDown, and with this title, secondary titles don't mean shit anymore. So,
not used to.
This would be probably what if he loses at Mania, which I don't see why they would not capitalize on that, because if not, that'd be a huge fucking miss.
Yes.
It'd be a huge miss.
Huge.
Yeah.
This would be what there'll be Walter's second time losing.
Second time losing the title 2 years in a row.
Be a second time losing, kind of like Cody. Like Cody has, we're not gonna count the tag match because he was never supposed to be. The tag match don't count at Mania, but Cody only lost twice since he's been back.
Cody's the beast. Cody's the beast. Who beats Cody? I've been looking lately and doing my research on Cody. To think in my mind, I'm thinking like, who beats Cody? That's a hard question.
You guys step away for a second, guys. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead.
Who beats Cody? It's only, to me, I would say maybe 2 or 3. CM Punk, Cena, and maybe a Drew McIntyre, just because on the road that he's been on.
Yeah.
But outside of those 3, It's a hard toss up.
You either need to build up who is going to beat him, or if it could be somebody that's kind of like on the cusp,
right?
And that win would be almost a shock, kind of like when they called KO up and he beat Cena in the open challenge.
Yeah.
KO was pretty much already made, but that made him that night when he beat Cena in that open challenge.
Yeah.
That was his first match on Raw, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that was for the U.S. Championship. The
open challenge.
That was a bad match, boy.
They pulled that up. They was playing it, and I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, that was actually a fucking damn good match too. Probably the best match I've ever seen Cena be in. So
that's when I really got into Kevin Owens, because he did that that fireman carry suplex off the top rope on Cena.
And the same move that he's been doing, because remember, that's his get out. If you notice, if you go back and watch any of his matches, when you try to suplex him off the top rope, that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move.
That's like somebody trying to hit a high spot off with Samoa Joe, and he do the nope and walk away from him as he.
When he just walk away,
he'd be like, anyway, kind of like the same thing, but yeah. I can see. I'm looking forward to the match, and I hope. I don't know if y'all saw the rumors, but it's rumors swirling that they might pull Jay. I'm like, why would you pull the dude that's checking all the boxes, the most over talent on your own Monday Night Raw?
Right. Why would you do that? But like you said earlier, that'll be a mistake on their part.
Yep.
Like, remember when Batista came back and they was trying to force feed that, and they was like, nope.
No.
Yeah. And you got Batista. I love some Batista. That was my guy.
Yeah. I was an Animal fan too, but
that was my guy.
You was trying to force it.
Right, but in pro wrestling, as we know, everybody got their own time. Sometimes they be in, sometimes they be out, and sometimes they be real hot. And when it's real hot, you got to strike.
You got to strike what iron is. Yeah.
You know, that's just common sense. Now, what I didn't like about Monday Night Raw, oh my God, Logan Paul beating first of all with Logan Paul. Okay, I got a real.
Then you jumping ahead.
A real serious bone to pick with him.
Fuck it. I tried to
go the Punk out the Rumble. That was already too much, right?
Right.
On top of that, beating Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. Come on. Then
you knew that was going to happen, though.
Of course, that was going to happen.
You knew that was going to happen.
You got to put him over, of course.
Yeah, that was just a given.
I may have knew, but I didn't want
it. True. You didn't want it, but it's like Ray didn't need it. And Ray don't need to be in the chamber. He don't need it. Ray's another one of those guys he's there. He's not there to win titles. He's just not. His time is, like you just said. Everybody has their time, and his time is moved on. So
yeah,
it was what it was.
Let me ask you this: with the rumors that's going around of Logan Paul possibly facing CM Punk at Mania,
I hope not.
Please no.
Well, I still stick by my. I'm thinking that there's going to be a three-way between Roman, Seth, and CM Punk.
Okay,
I'm sticking by that.
I mean,
just because of how things went down at the Rumble, and I think that they'll start to set it up at the Chamber.
So tomorrow on Raw, does Seth go over Finn? I don't think Seth's gonna win that one. You think so?
Seth gotta win.
I don't think they're gonna rescue with Seth.
What they doing with Finn? What's their plans for him if he's not in the chamber, or if he goes?
They don't have any plans for Finn.
Yeah, they don't.
I see the chambers where they start to set up that three-way dance with Cena, with CM Punk, Rollins, and Roman. I think Roman comes back at the chamber and gets involved in that match in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Oh, come out the trap door on them.
But
like remember when Undertaker did? Oh no, that was Shawn Michaels. Remember when he said he
Undertaker? Very first Hell in a Cell. I was there. I was there. Very first Hell in a Cell. It was at the kill. It was when it was still called a kill. I was two rows off the floor, and he kicked Shawn Michaels' ass for 25 minutes until Kane came out there. I remember that shit. I remember a lot. I remember that shit.
That was important.
That was important because literally nobody, not to digress entirely too much, but literally when that match was happening, nobody in that stadium was sitting down. Everybody was on their feet the entire time.
It was, yeah. I can believe that. I watched that on pay-per-view. That was a good one. That was a good one. That's when they say shit got real.
Shit got real. So that's gotta be Kane. No shit, JR. But anyway,
Kane was so big his arms, man. He was massive.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on the juice, I mean, it's what you do. So. We might catch some heat for that, brother. Anyway, moving on.
Right, but like you said, everybody do have their time, and I guess when you look at it from a way of social media and a way of his influence, I guess, and all his followers, it will make sense for him to go over Rey Mysterio. I just hate. I guess as a Rey Mysterio fan, I just hate to see it.
Yeah, you don't like it. We won't. I mean, especially for as long as we've been watching, he just seemed like such an outsider, and Ray is such a legend. It's just sucks.
It sucks. That's how I felt, right? Because Monday Night Raw, it was a nice show, but when we got to that part of him going back and forth with Punk on the mic, and then after that he beating Ray, I'm like, hold on a dang on minute now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've never been a real big Ray fan to begin with. Like I'm entertained by his flippy floppy stuff and what have you.
To me, his
flippy floppy. But I've never been a real big Ray fan, and this will touch base on all the AEW haters. It's like, oh look, they got all these little vanilla midgets. That's not believable. So you can believe that a 5', 95-pounder can beat a 7-foot tall 500-pounder? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Now, is.
That's not believable. But Ray
was believable. Yes.
No.
Ray was But look, I'm gonna tell you this match. Go watch it. Is Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker on Smackdown?
I just rewatched it a couple days ago. It came up on I was looking at something on while I was at the gym on YouTube, and that match actually came up and I was watching. I'm just saying, if you gonna say that the stuff over here isn't believable, but you're going to defend over here why it's believable, you're an idiot. I'm just saying. I mean,
I can say it, but I guess I would look at it, I guess, within the legacy of how Rey Mysterio was built up.
Yeah.
Coming from what, a WCW and stuff like that, having those good matches with Eddie Guerrero. That match he had at WrestleMania with Kurt Angle and Randy Orton.
Yep.
Yeah.
The match he had with Edge, and then the match he had at SummerSlam with Kurt Angle. Oh my God!
But you're talking about guys that they're just a smidge bigger than him. The guy is literally like a whole nother person over him.
Now when he was facing the Big Show, he fucked up.
I was just gonna say,
like when he's facing guys like Big Show, Brock, Taker, guys that are like literally a whole nother human bigger than him.
You ain't gonna be able to push that one too much. But I like within that match of him with the Undertaker, it was more of him, I guess you would say, using the Undertaker against himself. The way he was moving with the match. But never saying tying up and all that. No, don't go there.
Yeah, no, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the matches that he used to have with Kurt Angle and Edge and Eddie and all of them guys, like, don't forget that Eddie was also considered a luchador too. So
exactly.
Like him and Benoit and Malenko and them, they were considered luchadors, but they were big for luchadors. So you and this damn Pink Panther cup is killing me though. So.
That's Lion King, baby.
Lion King, Pink Panther, whatever.
Silver.
You come so cute, man.
Okay. So let's see.
The first match on Raw. No, go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, what did you think about the Keikhley, Bailey and Lyra match?
Okay, let me speak on this. So, Lyra, she's still. I think I don't know how much experience she has, but she was botching a lot. From what I seen, I thought the match went too long.
Yeah.
She had a tornado DDT that was pretty terrible. It's like how she was landing wasn't quite right. Like she was landing on her feet and then her back. Because I bumped before, so when you bump, you're supposed to just flat back. But she was like feet back, and it's like I don't know if she injured, if she was just kind of nervous or whatever. But
I think it might
have been nerves.
Could be nerves, and it might be because I think their timing might have been off, but they also didn't have a whole lot of chemistry. It's not like they've had like 2 or 3 matches and all this other crap. Back in the day, they would give them test runs in at house shows to work it out. So when they get to TV, it'll be kind of smooth and what have you. I think it's probably because they just don't have any chemistry together more than anything else.
But I know Bailey was going to go over in that match because that was for the qualifying match for the chamber.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to lose that one.
Right. Nah. Lyra already champion, so
exactly.
It wasn't even a need for her to actually be in the match to begin with, but it was what it was. So but Lyra
that would have been nice if they could have brought one of the women up from NXT.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
That would have qualified for the chamber?
Yeah.
Put a young pup in there to get some shine.
Thank you. Took the word right out of my mouth. Exactly.
Put a young pup in there. But Lyra came from NXT UK, and then she was down in NXT for a while, and now she's up to the main roster. But there's been a handful of these Bailey matches here lately that look like she's been a little bit off too. Like even with the show last night, it was like I'm like Bailey seemed off for some reason.
Mm-hmm. It may be injuries.
Or maybe something going on personal, you never know what's going on.
Got things on your mind, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's that Bay Area girl. She carrying too much cake back there. She don't know how to. The knees can't handle that cake.
Yeah, Bailey.
That's Keikhley now. She's not Bailey. She Keikhley. So
you know what I'm saying?
She carried around too much cake now. But other than that, I think it was okay. It was okay. It was an okay match. It probably could have been better. So
yeah.
They could have. To me, I would have brought like Jordan Grace in just for the excitement factor, just to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said, now we know where she is now. So
yeah.
But then again, you don't want to bring her in and put her. You don't want to hot shot her like that because then you risk the chance of her catching backlash for that.
That or you don't want to
get into that position. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You don't want to do her like they did Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's true. I can get that.
Yeah.
Kind of put it at a point and kind of work your way up the rankings to earn the respect of a whole new audience.
Yeah. They should have did that in reverse. Like brought up had Jade in NXT and just bring up Jordan.
Yeah. Because Jade need more work than Jordan does. With Jordan, they just putting her in NXT is just her learning more about how the WWE works and how their ring style is, as opposed to Jade, everybody was like, oh, she go to WWE, they're gonna teach her how to work. Okay, well, she was still presented literally the same way that she was in AEW. So what improvement did she actually make though? So
literally.
And I don't get me wrong, I'm a Jade fan.
Right.
But I'm just saying she was presented the exact same way that AEW did. So what was really the difference?
Right. What's the point? But I can't stand that when a lot of times when they switch different companies, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, the presentation was literally the same. So
it was.
What was the thing? So, but they say she's down at the PC working back because she was like legit injured. That's why she's been out.
She set it down, right?
One report I saw said that she was legit injured. Then another one said that she was taking a vacation. I'm like, wait a minute, you just got there. What you taking a vacation for? What?
Guy like that.
You deserve a vacation already. But no, I think it was. I think she was legit. They said I think she was legit injured. They never said what it was, but that she was actually injured. So. But now that they not to jump ahead to SmackDown, now that we can kind
I was
of
just
see
going to jump ahead, yeah.
who took her out
done
and
it.
what have you, that's planting the seed for her to come back now. So
that's gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
well, we'll see. But and again, I'm a Jade fan. I like Jade. I was like, when I first saw her, first of all, when I first saw her when she was in NXT, the first, well, and she was part of the unveiling of the new crew and what have you. Then when she popped up over in AEW, I'm like, she kind of checked all the boxes.
Yeah.
Give or take, she kind of checked all the boxes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was going to need some work because she was rough around the edges and what have you. But there's any new talent that needs to be molded and what have you. But she checks all the boxes though. So,
but like you say, kind of just, I guess I would say, kind of just putting her in front of everybody so much. It was too much. It was too that whole winning streak of winning all. It was too much. It went to me. It didn't resonate and it wasn't believable because, like you said, you was still green. So it was like, yes, she bigger than everybody. She bigger than everybody. So you got to put it that way, right? But just like you say, her presence. It was her presence for me of those facials and what you said and how you looked and that whole thing. To me, she should have definitely had some type of manager because.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much why they probably stuck her with Bianca to begin with.
Yeah.
But in the same token, I'm like, Bianca's not that strong on the mic herself. She gets by, but she's not the strongest talker. And I love Bianca too. So
her ability in the ring, right? It's her ability in the ring.
Yeah.
And Bianca just feel like she's there though. It's just whenever I see her, it's just like it's not the same. Like she don't have the same aura. Maybe because she's not like by herself or like really chasing the title. She just seems like she's just kind of floating, man. And just put with Naomi. But then I'm gonna jump ahead to SmackDown just for this instance. Why?
Wait, not to cut you off,
making it look
with the rest of Raw, it's understandable. So
yeah, so they made it look like it was Raquel and Liv that did it,
right?
And then it was like, and then they was like, oh, I knew it. No, they thought that we did it. No, we get some apologies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was lazy right there. As soon as they did, I'm like, that was just lazy.
Yeah, but I think it could be another twist to it. Maybe because they say that, oh, we don't know that that's even them, but that's what Nick Aldis said.
Right. That's just how they present it.
But maybe I just think about it. We all thinking Naomi, but it may be Bianca.
Maybe.
I thought that at first too, but then it wouldn't. Make any sense.
If I wanted a new tag team partner because she wasn't cutting it.
But think about this though. How would that benefit Bianca when Bianca was in the tournament already and then she got counted out? That wouldn't make any sense. Naomi, on the other hand, trying to get back to where she was before her and Sasha walked out.
Right.
For legitimate reasons, and people still shit on the fact of how they left the first time. But it's like, if you look at how they treat the women's secondary titles now and how they're going about with the women's tag titles, you still don't understand why they walked out, right?
Right.
I'm just saying.
Because the thing is, like with the whole situation, like you said, of Jade Cargill, Naomi and Bianca, it needs to be some type of interest created around this whole thing. I don't care which way they go with it, but like you said, put some interest on it, make it important.
Basically, it was Naomi wanting to get her spot back.
Something.
She wanted to get her spot back. She was a tag champion when she left.
I'll be okay with that.
But are we ready to see Naomi be a heel again? Because what does that do? Where does that put Bianca though?
Bianca was a better heel.
For sure. But then if that's the case, they need to be a heel team.
Do you see them Jade costing them the titles that way? Because I think Bianca needs to be by herself. I'm sorry.
Yes. I agree.
Bianca's a single star. She doesn't need to be in a tag team.
I agree.
She's a single star, so because she can carry a match by herself, so she doesn't need anybody. But
she was at WrestleMania main event for 3 years straight, so she can hold her own.
Exactly. So there's no reason why she should not be in the title picture on SmackDown. Just saying.
Yeah.
She's
Great
beaten
more
Tiffany a few
interest.
times already. So why is she not involved in the title picture?
Because Naya's in the title picture.
You can put the tag titles on Candice and Nia and let them move over there. Put Bianca back in the women's title picture. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because
you're right.
I need a match between Charlotte and Bianca.
Yeah, they haven't had. Have they had what? Haven't they had any type of match at all?
I don't think so. But remember, she don't even go here.
Oh, yeah, NXT. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that now.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna touch.
I don't think they've ever had a one-on-one.
No,
I don't think so either. Not like a pay-per-view or nothing important or
not to, I don't think they have.
Yeah.
I've even had a match. Yeah, that'll be a nice one for the future.
Yeah, let's since we're on the women, Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Damage Control match. For Liv, she got busted open pretty good, man.
I was actually into that.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually, oddly enough, was a really solid match.
Yeah, I thought
it was a little clunky at times.
Yeah,
it was a little clunky at times.
But yeah.
They kept getting clunky, but in the same token, they would catch it right back. And I'm like, that was actually a really solid match.
Yeah,
though.
Scott, she go hard. She go hard.
Who?
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Io's another one. Why do you have her in this group and in the tag team? I'm like, Damage Control has pretty much ran its course. Like, still didn't even know what another faction group or whatever. What was their mission statement? What was the point of Damage Control?
Yeah, it lost its zing once the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. It was
so it's like you don't have Asuka now. Asuka, we don't even know when Asuka's coming back or if she's even coming back.
Yeah.
What are you doing with every time Kyrie's in the ring, she's taking the L for the team. Exactly. So but it's like, what are they doing with them? What are they doing with them?
Because they probably don't know what to do with what's the name, Dakota Kai, more than likely.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
And I like King Coda, but she get hurt too much for me.
Huh?
I said I like King Coda, but she gets hurt too much for me.
Yeah. So
I know it's not ballet, brother.
Her and Kyrie Zane, if you do break up Damage Control, the only one that's gonna soar is Io Sky.
But that's what she needs. Like Io should be also in the title picture as opposed to floundering around with the tag stuff. Because again, we all know the WWE formula. When they ain't got nothing for you, I throw them in the tag team.
Yeah.
Throw them in the tag team.
What's they call the miss? What's the term for when you just throw a tag team together? Miss something.
Wait, the what?
No, when you just it's a makeshift tag team. What's it called?
Oh, a makeshift tag team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just makeshift and throwing shit to the wall to see if it sticks. So that's all it is. I mean, it's like I said, it kind of has ran its course already. It's like they really didn't accomplish a whole lot to begin with. It's kind of like the whole thing with Pure Fusion Collective. Like, what was the point?
Yeah.
What was the point? Besides, you don't know what to do. You didn't know what to do with Shayna because you still haven't brought Shayna back around. And Zoe, as much as she's checking a good majority of the boxes, she has no character.
And that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts me and her.
Yeah.
That's us.
Because she from the matches that she had when she first came into NXT, for the cup of coffee that she was down there, she had really good matches.
Really good.
Very athletic. She softened up a whole lot. Like, she's not as muscular as she was when she first came in. So she softened up a bit, but she's still athletic enough. Like, why? What? You need a character.
Yes, something. Find her something. Talk to her. Sit down. Have a meeting. Something. Find her something, please.
And again, like
she's too athletic and too talented to not be pushed.
Exactly. And kind of like same thing we've been saying with Shayna, like ever since the bite on the back of Becky's neck, she ain't been the same.
No,
they have to find a way to bring her back because Shayna should have the same character that Shayna was in NXT should have been the same character that they brought to the main roster. But again,
I agree.
BKM, it was like Dude, you just murdered her character.
Yeah, and like you say, ain't never recovered off of that. That's
she
that's
ain't
up there.
recovered.
That's up there with Titus Slide O'Neil. World Slide.
Right. I like that. At the time, I never even heard that, but that fits.
Holy cow!
He could never.
Still go back and look at that sometimes. Like, wow, man.
Yeah, he could never come back and have a serious match after that ever again.
I won't ever
Not
see him
never. And it was over. It was
he wasn't
over.
that good in the ring anyway.
Nah. That slide, that will live on forever.
And not in a good way. So what?
I like Titus. I like Titus. He's a he's like an ambassador or something?
Yeah, he's an ambassador.
Yeah, that's a good role for him. So, I mean, he does a lot of stuff for the youth and for different communities and stuff. So I commend him for that.
Yeah, true that.
Just in the ring, just no more.
No more. When he took that nosedive under the ring at that the biggest Royal Rumble or whatever the Saudi show was, like that was pretty much it for him. So that was it. Because I know he just released another book a couple of weeks ago too. If I'm not mistaken, he just released another book too.
I didn't know he was writing books.
Yeah, I think he's got like 2 or 3 now.
Yeah, a couple of books. Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
All right.
So, what did y'all think about the Chelsea Green and Naomi match show?
I thought Chelsea should have went over.
Huh?
I thought Chelsea should have went over. I would prefer to see her in the cage because it's going to be entertaining.
I'll give you that. Again, using the secondary title to further another. It just makes no sense to be in a qualifier if you're not going to put her in there. But again, like you just said, for the entertainment factor, I probably would have put her in.
I would have put her in.
I would have put her in.
She should have just been in.
Yeah. If you got Naomi and you got Bianca, you can just have one of them. You ain't got to have both of them.
Yeah. It is like she is hilarious though.
She's hilarious. She's very entertaining. Why have tag team champs in the chamber? They're the tag team champs. They ain't got nothing else to do. They
got other stuff to do. They got other titles. They should be defending their titles.
I was going to say they can defend their titles.
They ain't got nothing else to do at WrestleMania but go for the championship. You already got a championship. Now you just being greedy.
And hence why they walked out the first time. You're using the tag titles again, is WWE's formula. Use the tag titles to further a single story.
Yeah, it's pointless.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, it's pointless. Stop doing it. When Bianca qualified, I was like, okay, I'm hoping Chelsea goes over. But then Friday when Naomi, I'm like, well, what's the point of having a tag team champions if they ain't out doing tag team champion shit?
But you know why? You know why? Because Jade will be back. Jade interferes in that match.
Yeah, but we already in a chamber. It's like putting a head on top of a head, like Jim Cornette say. They can just have a tag team championship match at the chamber. Jade come back, cost them the championships, and they go from there. They don't need the chamber to set that up. Right, and she gives the point. She gives the point to Naomi. Be like, no, bitch, it was you. Exactly. It was you. The chamber needs to be memorable. Needs to be remembered. It needs to be special. And Chelsea Green would have brought that specialness to the chamber.
The last chambers I remember that was actually worth the damn of remembering was when Bray had won a championship, man.
Yeah.
That one was like very memorable.
Right. When Goldberg
I was like, finally he won the championship. As a king.
You mean when Goldberg was breaking the plexiglass?
Yeah.
That's not what Triple H had to tell. Oh, Goldberg got released. He was clowning that mug. He was running through the glass. Take it easy, Goldberg.
Like, you remember what happened in WCW when you knocked yourself out, right?
Right.
So,
Right, hitting his head on the door and all that.
right. Like, you remember the concussion or you almost tore off your whole forearm. You remember that, don't you?
He
Yeah.
went that year. That year he went hard in that chamber, but
Yeah.
Triple H still walked out. Remember he had him handcuffed in the chamber, and they
Yeah.
That 2003, something like that.
Yeah, they was beating the skin off his ass.
Yep.
That's back when Evolution. They ripped him apart, boy. I still remember that. That's back in what? 2005, 2006?
3.
3?
2003.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good,
still remember
yeah,
that.
good time. Good time.
When Shawn Michaels
22
won
years
the
ago.
chamber.
Holy shit.
When Shawn Michaels won the first
Oh.
chamber.
When Shawn Michaels did what?
Won the first chamber. That was memorable.
Oh, yeah.
You
Because
know?
didn't he have on blue jeans?
No.
Oh, no. Or is that when he won the world title from Triple H? When he had on blue jeans in the street fight?
The brown tights.
Okay.
That's Survivor Series 02.
Okay.
Oh, that was one of the best Survivor Series right there.
That was the first chamber, actually.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah. But like it needs to have some memory on it. Not just a bunch of spots, but something that you remember that stands out within that moment. And to me, Chelsea Green, she kind of within the women's division within WWE, she holds that card right now.
Yeah.
When we get to in-ring action for us, the women's division, NXT holds that. They got like the best women's division. If you into women's wrestling, NXT kind of holds that card, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And Chelsea's also one of those ones that people kind of sleep on because they've only seen pretty much like her being a goof, and like Chelsea can actually go.
She can go.
She can go.
Yeah.
Like,
and she got character.
Yeah.
And she's pretty.
Hey, right.
Yeah.
She's a triple
With that
threat.
big ass forehead.
Baggage.
Like with that big ass
she's a
forehead.
triple threat.
She even pointed that out herself. But like, if you go back and watch basically like her character developments when she was in TNA, when she was in Lucha Underground, like TNA, especially when she was doing the hot mess. Yeah, when she was doing the hot mess.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You talk about some she checks the boxes.
Yeah.
She checks all the boxes.
But
of course,
why not put her in?
Yeah, but of course, WWE fans don't watch another. If it's not WWE, I'm not watching it. I don't watch anything but WWE. TNA. What's a TNA? I'm a WWE fan. I'm not a professional wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan.
Okay, we're canceled. All right, so yo, AJ Styles is back. He's back.
What he tell Dominique? You'll always be Rey Mysterio.
That was actually a pretty so what did you think about the interaction between him and Ludwig Kaiser?
It was all
with
right.
AJ.
It was all right.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell nothing from it at first. I feel it was just a stare down.
The stare down is seeds being planted.
True.
True.
Because
True.
I think they're getting ready to start elevating Ludwig. So in order to elevate him, you got to put him in there.
Right. They put him
in there with people that'll pull him up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
He can wrestle though. I like him in the ring. I enjoy him. He can wrestle.
His character need more development, character-wise.
Yeah, character-wise. Yeah. I agree.
That I told you that run around the ring when he drop kick him into the steps.
Yes.
That tickled the shit out of me though. I like that move.
Yeah, he started doing that from when he did that to Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, started doing that. He did it like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Does he interfere tomorrow night with Rey Mysterio and Dominic?
Yeah, he will. I think so. Yeah.
I can see
we'll
that.
See. Yeah.
But I was happy to see AJ Styles come out there. He got a big ovation as well.
He got his own name back too.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what he's gonna do at WrestleMania.
It might be probably like a multi-man match. I don't see a one-on-one.
Gotta have one.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I want a one-on-one. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and it'll probably be a one-on-one match with him and Dominic too. So,
well, they gonna fight tomorrow.
what does that mean?
Tomorrow.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, if it's an interference and it goes silly, okay.
Yeah.
Then it's him and Dominic at WrestleMania. Okay,
I can that may end up being a three-way with AJ, Ludwig, and Dominic at the WrestleMania.
AJ versus
the chamber, bro.
Huh?
Do that at the chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ going into WrestleMania. I mean, the thing is, he ain't no spring chicken. I ain't saying that he old and he can't go, but I'm just saying, if you gonna have AJ Styles at WrestleMania, as big as he is, as the biggest name that he got, you got to give him something special.
You know what? You do.
No, think about it. They could do Kaiser and AJ and Mania with Bookie. I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not in the world title picture at the moment.
No.
So
no qualifying match for the chamber.
In order to bring up whoever's going to be next or whoever they plan on put, which is Ludwig, why not put him in a match with AJ at Mania?
I'll be okay with that.
They could open up night one.
Yeah.
And you don't put AJ in the opening match though. You don't put AJ in the opening match. He should be like in the middle of the card somewhere.
Thank you. Yeah, you
put AJ in the middle of the card.
It's from the lights go off, baby.
Yeah.
But didn't they open that one year with AJ and Randy? They opened up Mania, didn't they?
Yeah.
In 2017, something like that.
That was the Mania with Triple H and Sting. No, that wasn't that one.
That was WrestleMania 30.
They did open up Mania. I remember that.
Randy Orton and AJ Styles,
33.
Yeah, they did open up Mania. Yeah, I mean, but it was Randy Orton, though. So it's like
Randy, right?
It was AJ and Randy. Like you could open with them too, but AJ and Ludwig, no, you probably should put. If it's Ludwig, then I probably would open with that. At least the first and the second match. That's like a toss up right there.
Don't do it on pre-show. Don't put AJ on pre-show.
Oh my God!
Oh, please.
You put AJ on the pre-show. Like in the next 2 weeks, he quitting. Is all I'm saying. So you're like, you know what? I'm out. You put Dom on the pre-show. You put Dom on the pre-show. You don't put you put Raquel on the pre-show.
Right. He is phenomenal.
You put Carlito on the pre-show. And speaking of Carlito,
here we go.
What was the point of even bringing him back?
I thought about that the other day. I said, so what is Carlito gonna do?
He collecting a check, y'all. He on TV.
What is he doing?
I guess so. Walking around with the apple,
I was excited when Carlito came back because I thought we were gonna get some of that Caribbean cool again.
Or another version of it. It's like,
Y'all remember when he came back at Backlash? Was it last year in Puerto Rico? Oh my God!
Yeah. When Craig
the pop forum.
Yeah, I never heard pop so loud.
It was a big pop. It was a big pop. Yeah, I at least thought he was gonna get a stare down with John Cena.
Or some. No, that was like 2 years ago. It was the Backlash that was in Puerto Rico when Carlito came back because it was the match with Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. And Bad Bunny. But the pop was insane though.
It was.
Like that pop was ridiculous. And you ain't heard another one like that. But then they bring him back and it's like, because I think he was in that same boat where like AOP, like they had been signed for a while, but they had nothing for him.
Right.
It's like, well, why did you sign him if you had nothing for him? But like that was kind of fucking retarded.
AOP. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They just go back to the Indies. I don't see them getting back to the WWE. I mean, even it's weird because of who they were in NXT. It was on the Triple H, and now Triple H was on the main roster, and you still don't know what to do with them.
Ain't got nothing for him. So, but they also said that even before when they came back, like they was catching a lot of heat on the indies too, because then nobody wanted to work with them.
Right.
So I was like, now what was that about?
They did like you said, they did nothing with them.
Yeah, I think they had heat. They had heat. So it was like, hey, you got heat, can't do nothing with your Playboy. So
yeah.
So what about the tag match that closed the show, give or take? With War Machine Raiders and the Creeds.
Oh, that match was a banger.
Yeah, I ain't been getting enough of them though. I mean, that match need to be a little bit longer.
I mean, but they set it up to be to run it back because they ended in a DQ. So
right,
they're gonna have it again.
Yeah, that'll be a match at the Chamber because they got to kill the time between the two Chamber matches. So
okay. I can take that, but I like to see them though. They cool though.
And with the Creeds though, it was it's another case of I think they got called up too early because you really had nothing for them.
But I thought they were Chad Gable though.
I think they remind me of not American Alpha. You know what I'm talking about? Charlie Austin, Sean Benjamin, the world's greatest tag team.
The world's greatest tag team.
I was trying to kind of recreate that.
That's basically what they're doing, trying to recreate that whole thing.
That was special.
They was, but y'all notice too how with American Made they trying to one of them, his name is Brutus or whatever. He trying to get a laugh over as like one of his things.
Yeah, and he trying too hard to get it over.
Something.
Yeah, he trying too hard to get it over. So
yeah, you got to do it in every segment. Just like how they shove Seth freaking Rollins down your throat, you know?
Yeah, that drives me up a fucking wall. The other Creed, he's taking part he's part of somebody's team on this next season of Tough Enough. Not Tough Enough.
LFG.
Ultimate Fighter.
LFG.
Oh, is it LFG?
Yeah.
The Future Legends and something greats. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know. He's working with somebody else. I thought it was gonna be the Ultimate Fighter deal and what have you, but whatever. I don't have as much interest in him on the main roster as I did on down in NXT, but I also hated the Brutus Ball too. It's the dumbest fucking move I've ever seen. So
you don't like the Brutus Ball?
No, I don't. It's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid.
It's pretty cool.
Fucking stupid. And speaking of tag matches, let's jump back over to Smackdown with Motor City Machine Guns and Legado del Fantasma or Los Guerreros or
Los Costa Ricas.
Yeah, them two cousins, Garth and again, you gets no pop.
Yeah.
So
I thought that the Street Profits was coming out.
I did too, but they cut another fire promo though.
I love their promo. Yes.
They cut another fire promo. I'm just saying, Big Doc not over there doing nothing but doing the scowl and what have you. So
but it makes them look very important. Like they mean business. They done playing around with the cups and the dancing.
And their heels, they in all black. Just saying, their heels.
I don't think I just think they're more serious. I just think it just shows that they're more. They're more nonsense now.
Yeah,
they'll probably have a more aggressive style. I'm just saying, WWE formula is when you go heel, you wear all black.
Go black,
or you grow a beard.
Yeah, you grow a beard.
Unless you're Rhea Ripley. She still
wear dark makeup. So then you just don't wear dark makeup then. So and yeah.
They say put some purple in there, girl. Put some purple in there.
Hey, what do y'all like Theory and Grayson? I can't stand them.
No,
they was in the main event of NXT last night.
I can't stand Grayson Waller. Like I like Theory, man.
I like Theory. Waller.
I've never liked Waller. I'm like, it's almost like he trying too hard.
Yes.
To me, and then his finishing move is fucking stupid. You jump from the outside, jump under the bottom rope, and then hit a jump and stuff.
Yeah.
You You done blew your knees out.
Right. Like, but you go outside the ring to jump back in the ring and then jump.
Okay, so
Bro, that's like
like,
waiting for Cody to
so
do the spring off the second rope to hit the Cody cutter. It's fucking stupid.
So Montage, he's 35. They ain't gonna be able to do that move no more.
No, that's like Soul Ruka, like, sweetheart, like you in your early 20s. It's a cool move. It looks good. You ain't gonna last long doing that move. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
It looks good when it comes off right. Because you have to, again, you got to wait for her to go up to the rope and flip under the cut and do the cutter. Like, dude, it's too much time. Like,
it looks nice.
Right.
it looks nice. It does. But when
if I was her, I'll just pull out every special event.
Basically, this only time.
Like the Undertaker, when he used to run and jump over the ropes.
Yeah.
It was only for special events.
Right. So Ruka is in her early 20s. Like, yeah, it looks good now. While you can still do it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna land wrong at some point in time and go fuck yourself up. It's all
wear
I'm saying.
Tear. You do that for the next 10, 15 years, wear and tear. You're gonna have to modify that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna have no choice.
Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, she's 25. So
yeah.
So Ruka
again, so Ruka's 25. Like it looks good. It's a cool move. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's one of those things where, like with Cody's Cody cutter, it takes too long. I'm sitting there waiting for you to do it. Like, I walk into you doing it. Like, if I know you're running towards the ropes and you finna flip under, I'm gonna kick you in the back of your head. Why am I waiting for you to do this move on me? Like, how fucking stupid is that?
Exactly.
Cody go do the Cody cutter. He runs to the second rope, spring off. Like, why am I waiting for you to do that? That's just like, as much as I like Jay Lethal, the same thing. Like, you do a handspring off the ropes and come back and do.
What?
You know, as soon as you do that spring, get you some of that real quick.
Oh, I see where this is going. Count it.
Yeah, exactly. Hit him with a super kick or something. God dang, y'all just waiting on it to happen. Like, this is fucking stupid. So, but again, another group that gets no pop. We already talked about Motor City Machine Guns. I don't think they introduced them right to let the WWE fan base know who they really were and what they actually.
They should have went to NXT.
Yeah, for at least a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
for at least.
For a few months.
Yeah, to let them get acclimated to who they are and what have you. Like, we know Shelley's been in WWE. He was there for a cup of coffee, a couple of years ago. But still, like, they don't know who the Motor City Machine. They don't know who they are, so they don't know who they are. And then Legado, whoever, Escobar's group, Escobar's group again.
Yeah, it was too early with him. I thought he should have won the NXT championship.
At least the North American title.
With the group that he had and the presence that he had in NXT, they just should have kept that going. It was working out just fine.
The LWO thing is what killed them, I think.
Yes.
The LWO is
ass anyway.
Back, and I still don't understand the point of bringing that shit back. So
yeah, that just should have been a cool T-shirt that Ray wore.
Yeah, like to bring up, and then they just there to take L's because what are you doing with Joaquin Wild and Del Cruz, whatever the fuck his name is? What are you even doing with them? They just there to take L's.
Exactly. You do nothing with them. And like they say, Del Fantasma, when they were in NXT, they were made as important characters within the show. And when they came to Smackdown, I think played with it for about a week or two that they was important. And like you say, once they did the LWO thing, and once that was over, it's like, where are you now? He know where to be found.
Nowhere. It's like, okay, whatever. I can see them being sent back down to NXT, but to do something, but whatever. just over them. Yeah. Miz and LA Knight. Wait, before we get to them, because I actually their promo, that was the longest promo I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I enjoyed the promo.
It was fucking great.
but
bars.
Let's jump to the throwaway match real quick. Truth and Mello.
For what?
Because SmackDown 3 hours.
Exactly. It was a throwaway match.
Filler.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah, it was a filler. So anyway,
what?
back to Miz and LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura. So
I enjoy the promo.
I kind of did
You
too. It was a
enjoyed
little too long for me.
Shinsuke's promo?
Yeah. Because their promo between Miz and LA Knight, while they was trying to hit bullet points and what have you, I'm like, this promo is going off entirely too fucking long. Like, god damn.
It
Like, bro,
was. It felt
get
that
down
way.
some.
It so did.
Yeah, but like Dave said, it's a 3-hour show, so
yeah, you gotta fill in there. You gotta get your stuff in.
You gotta get your shit in, brother.
Yeah, but yo, I really like LA Knights because every time the Miz come out, every time I hear awesome, I'm just like, why, bro? I don't know what it is. Like, I've always felt this way about him. Just it's nothing personal, but just like when I see him, he don't look like a wrestler. He's in the wrong. Like you say all the time, Tarrell. He play wrestler. He do.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of Miz. I'm like, I hate his promo. I hate that awesome shit. I hate his music. His face pisses me off.
He should have been a manager at that because he could talk.
Yeah. Because
when
yeah, I understand them playing with him in the ring and everything, and it would have been cool if he could be the manager and take bumps here and there, but that just should have been it. No real competition of him within the ring. It never made sense. Even when he faced Cena at WrestleMania, it never made sense.
Yeah,
make sure you don't forget it either.
Exactly.
Yeah, make sure you don't forget it either too. So, but it's like I've never there's nothing. His matches come on, I go to the bathroom.
Exactly. The most exciting, interesting point of the Miz is when he was with John
Morrison and
Melina. He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That was the most I ever enjoyed the Miz. When he was in that wheelchair, he was hella funny.
You're right.
You know what? Yeah. I take that back. There was a small fragment in time that I actually enjoyed him. It was when it was him and Damian Sandow.
Okay, yeah, he has some highlights. He has some.
Okay, I know you're talking about. He does. Weird dude. He was
but then again, that was Damian Sandow. So
yeah.
Kind of made it because that shit was hilarious. Like he's on the outside of the ring doing everything that the Miz is doing on
That was goofy.
That was good.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. But the best match
for that small fragment of time.
The best match of Miz was what? It was Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth at Mania. But
look who he was in the ring with. Look who he was in the ring with.
That was his best match.
But also, I would say the most memorable and best thing for Miz was, remember the storyline with him and Dolph back in 2016?
What was that?
Y'all remember
that?
The Dolph Ziggler and Miz, when they was going at it with I think Miz was really getting on Dolph about how he wasn't himself, how he needed to to be better, and they had a match about it. Y'all got to go back and look at it. It was incredible.
Oh, okay.
I think they had a match like No Mercy that year.
Okay, well, probably because Dolph carried the match though. So
yeah, it was a good story just all around.
Okay,
I would love to see Dolph and JD McDonough in the ring together. That'd be a bumping match.
It's pretty random.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a bumping match.
Them boys can bump. They like bouncing balls.
Yeah, good old DZ out there banging everybody. So
yeah, I'm gonna send y'all a little video on that, man. It was very.
What y'all think about Solo coming back? Nah.
Yeah, they gonna have him and Jacob probably in Mania.
I was about to say, again, he changed his colors. He's gonna be a face at some point in time. He had on a white turtleneck.
Yeah.
He had on a white turtleneck. Just saying.
You with these colors.
He was in a white turtleneck. He wasn't in his traditional red and black. He was in a white turtleneck or a white shirt.
So I was upset when 5-2 lost the qualified match.
Me too. I wanted to see him in the chamber.
Yes.
But I think that
yes.
just means that they got something bigger planned for him at the chamber, or something else planned for him at the chamber.
You think him and Solo go 1-on-1?
They're gonna build to it, I think.
Yeah, you would have to build to it, because my take on that has always been that Fatu is what Jacob Solo is what they thought they was getting in Fatu. That's what they thought they was getting, but you didn't get that. So
he was a little bit more tame.
I think Fatu is just. I don't know if it's tame, but I think Fatu just checks a whole lot more buttons boxes, and he's a lot more athletic in the ring than what Solo is. You know, the street fighter.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We gotta see his promos too. Like Jacob starting to talk more, bring out more personality. You know, you know, he's raw with it too. I really like his delivery.
Yeah,
he's
been killing. He's been killing on the promos. Yeah,
he's cutting the same promos that he was doing in MLW.
Yeah, you was telling me about that. I saw that.
Yeah, he's cutting the same promos.
Think about it. He's standing in the ring next to Cody, but the crowd is chanting Fatu.
That tells you a lot.
Yes.
That tells you a lot.
Yes. I was blown away by that. I was like, hold on a minute. He in the ring with Cody and they chanting Fatu?
I think they getting ready to kick Solo out.
Yep.
That's what that looks like. Like they getting ready to kick Solo out.
Is pushing Fatu. He telling him, "Oh, you need to go ahead, man, and win the championship. You need to go ahead and bring it on back to our family."
It's a double swerve. It's a double swerve and a double turn, brother.
It might be.
Solo's gonna turn on him eventually.
Yeah, it's a double swerve and a double turn.
But if Solo turn on Fatu, that makes Fatu heel. A baby face.
I think it's gonna be the other way around. I think it's gonna be Fatu that turns on Solo.
Yeah, that's how they built it.
Yeah, Fatu's getting over though. That's the problem.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Well, I think that's intentional. I think that's intentional because look at how Smackdown ended. They showed what was it in that match? Where they showed Tonga.
He took the
yeah. They showed him, you know, hitting Tonga on accident with the spike, and then he looked at him, turned him around like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then they building it.
Yeah, because even if you go back and watch the match between him and Braun at Saturday night's main event, listen to the crowd.
Yeah,
listen to the
get these hands.
They wouldn't say get these hands. They was chanting Fatu. And I'm so glad they got stopped doing that bullshit right there, because like I love you, bro. That's not Fatu. Sorry. It's not Fatu. That's not Fatu.
Hey, but look, Solo said it to him Friday.
Yeah, and Fatu knowing what happens when you say that, which is why he gonna get the jump on him. Like you pulling a bloodline move on somebody who did it with you when y'all did it to Paul Heyman. When you did it to the Usos. Like, really? Really? You don't think I know what that means? Like, that means you finna swim with the fishes, bro.
Yeah. try to catch me while I'm slipping.
Yeah, you're trying to catch me slipping, but I'm gonna catch you slipping. But like with Fatu, it's more organic than anything. It's not forced.
No.
Right?
Yes.
Like
Fatu, very organic.
Yeah, like I said, go back and listen to the crowds when they come out. Like, first of all, they hit my man's songs, and then they chanting his name. He's a heel. Why are you chanting the heel's name?
Exactly. Over.
Like, dude's getting over, and it's because of how he works and how athletic he is for a big man. Give or take. So
he can move.
And then his promos, like I said, his promos are the same. He cut his promos the same way he did at MLW.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Triple H, and they're not changing his character so much from who he is with people that are that handful of people, WWE loyalists, who actually watch other stuff, that are familiar with how he cuts his promos. Like his promos feel raw, is what they do.
Right.
They feel very raw.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Like he just shooting off the hip.
Yeah, he the real street champion. Ain't no Solo.
Yeah,
that's how he coming off.
They need to fight for that, not the Ulafala, the street championship.
Right, but that's definitely how he coming off. Yeah.
Coming out, it's more realistic. So yeah, I'm a 5'2" guy anyway. So, but hey, his theme go hard though. Is all I'm saying.
It's
so
do. As soon as it hit.
His music go hard though.
Yeah.
It's probably the best.
I still was mad he didn't qualify.
His music is probably the best one that they got going so far since they don't have Jim Johnson doing the music no more. So
Let me talk about these trash ass themes.
Man, oh my god. We probably should do a whole nother show on that one because these themes have been absolute monkey ass.
It doesn't get me excited.
No, it seems so generic. Like they've been on YouTube. It's just like, oh, well, this fits you, so we're gonna give you this. Like, no.
It got no character behind
it. It doesn't. You can't identify it. Like, okay, we like back in the day, not to digress entirely too much, but like doing the ECW Attitude Era, like everybody's music fit who their characters were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you got music, and it just sounds like somebody was in the back with a Casio keyboard with the mic with the microphone next to it, and just was just hitting the hit symphony number 1. This you go, who this you go, like
it's AI music probably. It just generated AI music.
It's monkey. It's hot monkey shit.
Pushing
it is
the
hot
demo
monkey
button
shit.
pushing the demo button on the keyboard.
It's like, just go.
Right.
Somebody
go. Exactly. That ain't gonna work.
Motor City Machine Guns, their theme music does not fit them.
No.
It does not fit them. It don't.
That sucks.
Well, I don't know them from before. I mean, I think I said before that I like their entrance, but this is how I'm introduced to them, from how their music is and how they come out. But from what you know about them, Tarrell, it don't fit them?
No.
Music? Okay.
No, go listen to their theme music from TNA, and then listen to their theme music now.
I told them that they didn't use that.
Huh?
I said I'm shocked that they didn't use that.
Exactly. I mean,
probably because
they don't. Yeah, probably because they don't own it, which would be surprising to say. Oh, because some people that like Jordan Grace, she has her TNA theme music because she owns it. So that's why she's able to use it.
Yeah.
Because she owns it. So it's the same thing like with Cody. Everywhere Cody's been, he's used that theme music. Why? Because he owns it.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost 10 years he had that music. He had that music and he was in the Indies.
Yeah. So when you own it, you can do that. So, but like with Jordan's, her theme music, it identifies her because it starts off with the whistle, the sirens, kind of like Big Papa Pump, because that's kind of who she, was Scott Steiner. So it's identifiable with her. So but
was y'all shocked?
Braun come out with it too.
Do what?
Braun Breaker come out with that too.
Yeah.
Siren.
But they even changed his music from NXT to when they should have kept his thing from NXT. Like when he came to the main roster, his music is ass.
They changed his music like 3 times.
Yeah, his music is ass. Give him back his theme that he had in NXT.
Yeah,
the first time.
It wasn't nothing wrong with it.
No, it started out with the siren, and then you had the dogs barking. Like that there was 2 identifiable things. Whatever. You knew how it related to him, his uncle and his dad. The siren and the dogs barking. That was with his family legacy. So you knew who he was.
Yeah,
even though the name is still fucking stupid as shit, but whatever.
What do y'all think about
Steiner? You should just call himself Steiner. Why don't call himself Steiner?
Right, because he was trying to do. Because he was trying to do the same thing that Charlotte wanted to do. She didn't want people to think, he didn't want people to think that he was just getting in or getting a push because of who he was related to. Like, dude, you look like your father and your uncle. Like, everybody don't know who you are.
Like him too.
You ain't hiding nothing.
You can't hide that one, brother. You can't hide it, brother.
Exactly. You ain't hiding that one.
Yeah, you're not hiding nothing.
So, the WrestleMania match card is definitely coming together. We see Jay is challenging Gunther, of course, Walter. But then also we see Charlotte is gonna go against Tiffany, as we already knew.
Yeah, we called that one.
Yeah,
we called.
Didn't want it to be, but it's like, but who do you have for Rhea though? What do you do with Rhea?
Well, she facing Io in a couple weeks or after the Chamber. But then I guess from there, how they gonna determine that, I don't know.
whoever wins the Elimination Chamber will face her. So it would have to be somebody from Raw.
So already in the chamber was Liv, Bianca, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and then to be determined, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez.
It'll probably end up being Liv again.
No.
It'll probably end up being Liv again.
Don't you talk like that. No, it's no. Come on.
But not say who's in the women's chamber?
Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxana Perez and Raquel Rodriguez to be determined.
It'll probably be Liv. It'll probably be Liv. I'm just being honest here.
Why not Perez?
They're not gonna. You don't want to hot shot her like that because she's in a program with Bayley.
They shouldn't.
That'd be a hot shot. She's in a program with Bayley, so them calling her up, like since they've already been planting those seeds, WrestleMania might be their blow off match.
Oh, Bayley and her, because they was on the pay-per-view last night.
Yeah, they've been playing with that for the last couple of weeks, and even with they even said like if you gonna bring Roxanne up, have something for her. Don't just bring her up and then she's just another girl on a roster. Okay, well they started playing.
Her and Bayley, they've been kind of going back and forth.
They've been going back and forth with each other, so they can play out until WrestleMania. WrestleMania be the blow off match.
You kind of right though. The only one that kind of makes sense on this list, I hate to say, is Liv.
Just saying.
I keep looking at it, hoping it's
because this is what cracks me up though. Like people are so upset. Charlotte just came back and they just handed her a title match. Like, okay, let's point out a few things here. So you got Alexa Bliss who just came back from a 2-year hiatus. And she wins. She qualifies to go to the chamber. When you got other girls that's been in the back that's been there working for the last 2 years, there's no backlash on that.
Yeah.
Cena came in. He just said, "I'm in the chamber."
Yep.
There's no problem, no problems whatsoever. He didn't have to win a match to get it or nothing. Charlotte comes back, wins the Rumble, and there's a problem only because she's Charlotte Flair. So you have a problem with one, but you don't have issues with the other ones though. Like the hypocrisy within the loyalists it cracks me the hell up. It's like you got a problem with one, but you don't have a problem with the other situations though. Make it make sense.
She has a name. So what else do you do for WrestleMania? You want the biggest star with the biggest name.
This is true, and I don't. You can't take the belt off of Tiffany already unless she doesn't start to step up and elevate herself over the next month and a half or whatever, because that's what's going to be the
determining factor, I think.
That promo from last Friday, she got cooked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think that's what's going to be the determining factor with going into WrestleMania. Can she hang? Does she stand up to? Does she measure up to? First big important rivalry is with Charlotte. Charlotte came out there Friday. Her presence, her walk to the ring, her look, her music, her grabbing that chair, sitting down and challenging her with her legs crossed. Then she got up, see you at Mania and walked off.
Right. And it's like, okay, you tossing Tiffany into the deep end here. So I'm actually kind of nervous within these next couple of weeks leading to WrestleMania with Tiffany Stratus and Charlotte. Yeah.
Like
wait, hold on 1 second.
You know, like he was saying before, and I agree. If she doesn't measure up within these next couple of weeks leading up to WrestleMania, do they pull the title off of her?
Off of Rhea?
No, off of Tiffany Stratton.
No, she gonna keep it title
with Charlotte.
That's what I'm afraid of, is that they gonna take the title off of Tiffany unless somebody interferes in the match.
Yeah,
like, you don't really see too many interferences at Mania though.
No, you don't, and I hate
that's a long rap to run down.
At Mania, you should a title match, kind of like the Cody match. Like you should not have interference in a title match. It just makes the title match look like ass now.
Yes,
especially when there's a ton of outside interference.
I agree. Cause I love to see the old school just one-on-one. They just going at it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I think Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte gonna have a good match. But back to what you were saying, within these next following weeks, they back and forth of their promos and reactions within the week, within the ring, is going to be the determining factor.
That's my nephew. Hi. Say hi.
But then then they did that same thing like what they did with Charlotte. They did it like with CM Punk, and then somebody else did it. Was like, oh, I didn't even know you was here. I was like, man, why y'all do her like that? Why y'all do that? Because if you notice on their promo, Charlotte didn't even acknowledge her walking to the ring. She didn't even look at her. She was dead ass with the hard camera the entire time.
She just shines, man. When that music hits, lover or hater, when Charlotte walks out, she is important.
Exactly. And
She's
I think that's
important. What is she going to say? What is she going to do?
Right. And everything, her promo, I don't even think they giving her a scripted promo. I think they giving her bullet points, but they go out there and be a heel. Go out there and do what you do. Because that's what you've been dealing with the whole time.
On that Monday Night Raw, she came out there, she said, I love all y'all. I miss all y'all. Ooh, boo. Okay, y'all may be booing me, but I still miss all y'all. I still love all y'all. By that third time, she was like, oh yeah, yes, I'm here.
Right. She was like,
she just went with it so naturally, just like her father.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I'm enjoying it. It was like play into it, lean into it. Like make them hate you even more.
I ain't gonna lie, I was standing up towards the TV when that happened. When she walked out and they was booing, I'm like, she's smiling. She get in the ring. She telling everybody she love them. They booing. I got closer and closer to the TV, like lean into it. Just go with it. I was like, please don't keep on. I love y'all so much, and I just miss y'all. I said, no, stop the bullshit. Go right to it. And then after a while, she was like, oh well, love me or hate me, I'm back. And I'm going for the championship, bro.
Right. And since you hate me, guess what?
Yeah.
Money.
but it worked out perfect within her benefit of her being on Raw, then being on NXT, then going over to Smackdown, and then what she did on this past Friday of how she came out there nice, cool, calm, and clean. And just she sat down in the ring and challenged her.
She cool with those.
She sauntered down to the ring.
Sauntered, right.
She sauntered down to the ring, politely grabbed a chair, sat down, crossed her legs, and was like, okay, it was like, oh, you awake? Wake up, Tiffy. Yeah. Wake up, Tiffy. I was like, I see you at WrestleMania.
I'm coming for you, nigga. That's what she said. Right.
Booker T had to turn away. He was like, oh my God.
The show was like,
brother.
Right, exactly. Like you say, it was perfect that she leaned into that whole queen thing. Okay, y'all gonna boo me. Y'all want me to be a baby face, and we just gonna roll with it. We ain't gonna force it. We just gonna roll with it.
I don't like her as a babyface. She's a heel. She's a heel. Exactly. Like most people, some people are naturally heels, some people are naturally babyfaces. She's a heel. And not just because she's a Flair, she's a heel.
She's a heel.
Because people don't like when you're confident. A lot of people confuse arrogance with confidence. She's confident, but it come across as arrogance. Okay. So, or you're not supposed to be confident in your capabilities inside the ring. Like John Cena was arrogant as hell. I'm just saying, and y'all look up him. You want him to be a 17-time champion.
I ain't qualified for nothing.
Right. He just said, hey, I've been here for 23 years. I'm going to the chamber. What?
He said, hell with y'all.
Undertaker didn't even do that.
Exactly.
Now, will there be backlash for that? Will that play into the storyline of the chamber?
No. Because you would have already heard it. They would have already been on it. Their whole thing is, he's going to be a 17-time champion. He's going to be a 17-time champion. He's going to win the chamber and be a 17-time champion. He's not winning the chamber. I'm calling it now. He's not winning the chamber.
So do we have a storyline going into the chamber? Besides just the match at WrestleMania? What's the story?
The story is the chamber. I would
Story,
say.
yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. The story is just
It's about
chamber,
who come out on top,
that
and then they'll go from there as far as building a feud. Feuds, you know. Because people whoever don't win the chamber, whoever don't win the chamber, they're gonna create different matches within it for the different people who don't win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of like with the Rumble, how you saw certain scenes being planted with the Rumble, i.e., the triple threat with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And I'd be willing to bet you $1. Hey, TJ, a buck's a buck, all right. But a buck that Roman shows up at the chamber and gets involved in that match in some way.
Yeah. So do you think that I guess that would also him, Seth Roman, and Punk plant the seeds for Paul Heyman with the favor?
I want to know what the favor has got to be him finagling Punk into a title match, but then how does that make Punk come off though?
Him accompanying Punk to the ring, I'm thinking.
That would make Punk look like a businessman because he's a Paul Heyman guy. I don't think it'll look bad on him. I mean, however he decides to use it, it'll be a favor. I mean, whatever it may be, whether it make him look like he's a. I think it'll make him look good. Whatever, regardless of what it is.
I'm thinking the same thing because at this point, Punk is Teflon. So
yeah,
he's Teflon.
If it's him in a championship match, say whoever wins the chamber and he decides to be a part of that championship match against Cody and then the 3-way, and it's like, okay, Punk, whatever.
So what if they added Punk to the Jay and Walter match?
Nah.
You don't see that?
He'll overshadow him too much.
He more of a WWE championship.
Yeah.
He needs to be a part of the main title.
It'll take away Jay Shine.
Yeah.
And they want to see.
I guarantee you, they want to see 70,000 going yeet. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the night, see it. At the end of the night, if they close, they should be closed. I'm thinking they close night one with Jay Yeaton holding the world title.
Yeah. But who faces Cody?
That's a good question.
It's so many different things, man. I mean, who wins the chamber? TJ, you got the list of the people in the chamber for the men's?
Yeah. Chamber for the men, you got John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins and Finn Balor to be determined. Yes, Lord. It better not be no Logan Paul.
The better story would be Cody and Punk.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Really good. Like I was telling you earlier, that three, Punk, Cena, and Drew McIntyre.
Or it can be Cody and Cena. Yeah. And they can have the official passing of the torch.
That's where I'm going. I would bet on that one. Cena. Only makes sense. Because the thing is, with the way they have built Cody up within this last year of him having this title run, there ain't nobody that's on his level like that. You would have to bring in that legendary stats if they were to take it off of him. It would only make sense.
I don't think they're gonna take it off of him either.
No, I like what you say. An official passing of
another torch. Yeah. Because some people thought it was when he shook his hand. What was it, a year or so ago when he came back, or 2 years ago when he came back? Like, no, that wasn't the passing of the torch. Passing of the torch is when they actually have a match.
Yeah, because the thing is, Cena wouldn't need to really beat Cody. because Cody wasn't really in his era anyway.
No.
Like that, as far as being a top player, top contender.
Yeah.
Within John Cena's era. And for John Cena to win and Cody to lose, for what to happen? John Cena don't need the title on his last run. And at least if they're gonna give him the title, he don't need it right now.
Right.
No, but also think about this though. I had put up a quick little short too when they said it. Cena's scheduled for 33 appearances from now to the end of the year. So say if he did win it at the Rumble, say he lost it back to Cody at whatever the last show, one of the last shows is of the year that's supposed to be in Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Okay.
So what if he did actually lose at Mania and Cena held onto the belt for the next couple months and then lose it back to Cody at that Madison Square Garden show?
Now that'd be worth it.
Dude, that would give you Cody as a two-time champion. So
yeah, to overcome Cena.
Yeah, because I mean they did the same thing with Drew. I mean Drew won the title, and then he lost it to Randy, and then he won it back from Randy, making him a two-time champion.
Yeah, that's true.
I can see that. Isn't
just giving Cena that championship on that WrestleMania that big way?
But wouldn't passing on the torch be to actually win the championship? I mean, because you got Cena, of course, who Cody's the champion, but is it just the fact that he beats him at WrestleMania, or wouldn't you need to pass the torch? It's like to win the title. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I think it's more or less. I wouldn't even necessarily have him win the title at Mania, but the fact that they had the match, because remember they quote unquote said the same thing about Hogan Andre, that it was a passing of the torch. Remember, Andre didn't win.
Yeah.
Right.
So Andre didn't win. So would he necessarily need to win? I don't think so. Having the match and then presenting him the way that it is like, okay, well, I was the face of the company. Now I'm officially passing it to your new face of the company, because they didn't do it with Roman. So I'm just saying. I mean, Cena beat Roman beat Cena a couple 2-3 times. So
but with the way that Cody has been on top, does he need to pass another torch? I mean, he beat Roman. You know, he beat Roman when nobody else could within those almost 5 years.
Yeah, but Roman wasn't necessarily Roman was a 4-speed guy. Cena worked his way into being the guy that was on top for 10 years. So I think that would probably be the difference, because Roman was more of a 4-speed. Because what Roman was that he won and Rock came out and that was in that was in Philly, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rock came out and was like, okay, this is your guy. And they was like, no, he's not our guy. He's not a guy.
Brian is our guy. Yes.
Right. And this was only after they wanted him to be their guy when the Shield broke up, because they were calling for Roman to be the guy. This is how, fickle the fans are. So you wanted to be your guy. And then when they was giving him to you, it was like, no, never mind. We want to go this other way now. So,
but that's the thing. They should have did that in 2014. They should have did the year that they tried to do Batista, force Batista on us. They should have did that the year before. Then Roman would have probably legitimately got over. But then, we saw what happened.
Wrong time.
Yeah. Timing. It's all about timing.
That's wrong time.
Yeah. It was all about timing. So,
or do you have Punk go over and face Cody at WrestleMania?
Ooh, Punk and Cody?
Either way, I'm kind of okay with either one of those, because they planted the scenes for both stories though.
I would prefer to see Punk and Cody. Just my personal preference.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I want. That what I think it's going to be and what I want is different.
Yeah. Because if Punk win that chamber, he taking that title from Cody at Mania.
And Paul Heyman is going to be the favorite that helps him take that title from Cody at Mania. So
we just pretty much called it.
Yeah, that's the favorite. So did either one of y'all did y'all watch Vengeance Day?
I caught some highlights
seen,
online about it.
I seen highlights too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a mystery group. I guess they kind of look like a Shield.
Yeah. Or like Retribution.
I was gonna save that for the end. I was just gonna give a quick rundown. Look, I was gonna save that for the end because I watched it because I didn't have nothing else to do yesterday. So like, I'll watch it. No, yesterday was just a lazy day for me. So yesterday and today was pretty much a lazy day for me. So I was like, I'll go ahead and watch it. So
I ain't doing shit today, man.
and didn't do shit but rest and relax. So quick rundown of the card real quick from Vengeance Day. You had Fallon Henley and Stephanie McCurr who won. It was a solid match. Fallon is a lot better than what people give her credit for. That's all I'm saying.
What's that called? The spiral tap?
I don't care what you call it. So,
I love that finishing move.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Huh?
I'm gonna check that out. Check out the show.
She got a nice finish. That finish is solid. Her finish is solid.
Yeah.
I like her finish.
Yeah. Now the tag match with Axiom and Frazier against Josh Briggs and I don't know I'm gonna just call him Yoshi. That was a good match. Look here, them cats, because his name is Yoshi something. I don't even want to butcher his name. I'm gonna just call him Yoshi because it's like the first part of his name. They were hitting them boys with some of them Walter chops. That was a solid match. It really was. The Trick and Eddie Thorpe, that I give that a D. That was a horrible strap match. Just
the clips I said it wasn't too exciting.
It really wasn't. I started scrolling through social media when that match was on.
I'm not a Trick Williams fan.
I did.
I mean, I don't say I don't like him. I'm just not a Trick. I don't see it.
I like his entrance.
I like his entrance and his music.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that I think he oversells.
Yes.
Okay. I think he oversells a lot. Like bring it down a notch. Like and then like even when he throws his punches, they so wild and looping. Like that's not. If you're in a fight, dude, you're not throwing punches like that unless you just don't know how to fight. So
right.
And you from South Carolina, so you should know how to throw hands better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, I'm saying.
I'm just saying. And then you touched on it earlier, Dave, with the A-Town Down and versus Obafemi. You already knew how that match was going. It was just to make Oba make him look dominant. But then you give him the beatdown at the end with this hybrid Shield Nexus group. And actually they oh crap, I had took a screenshot of it's 4 guys from the PC. I can't remember their names right offhand, but one of the guys has actually been on TV in some backstage segments. And the other guys, let me see if I can pull it up on mine.
I was thinking, man, why wouldn't they put Sean Spears at the head of that group?
Because he already got a group.
He got a group.
Who, Sean Spears? Yeah. It's him and the other guy that used to be with Briggs, his tag team partner, and I can't remember who the other guy is.
Okay.
They should have saved that.
Yeah. I thought I took a screenshot of it because I knew. Oh, here we go. So they're 4 members of the PC trainees: Deion Lennox, Saquon Sugars, Cutler James, and Joshua Black. Those are the guys' names.
It's a damn randomizer name. You just throwing these names together.
And basically, I'm like, okay, so they're just coming off as like a Nexus Shield type of group, and it's like, but then your world champion who just beat 2 enhancement talents, because that's what A-Town Down is and what have you. So I don't like using jobber because I'm not in the business. I'm not gonna call somebody a freaking jobber. That's not my place. So yeah, you just had him look dominant in this match. It was basically in essence a 2-on-1, but then you have him get beat down by this group in the next literally right after the match is over with. It's like, wait, why would you make your world champion look? Why would you do that to your world champion though? Like, because they came out earlier in the night and jumped Axiom and and Briggs and Yoshi, they jumped them. And they did basically a version of the Super Collider, which is also a dumbass move, where you just throwing two guys against each other. Okay,
just
they did
threw
a
them in the
version
air
of
together.
yeah. And then when they jumped over, they did their version of the Shield's finishing move, but they picked Oba up, but then they tossed him to the other two dudes and they kind of powerbombed him. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, is that what y'all came up with?
They were trying to make it look special.
Yeah, they was trying to make it look special, but it for me it didn't come off right. So,
he too big.
Yeah, like Oba's a big dude. So
just come in with steel chairs and call it a day.
Yeah, a couple chair shots, maybe some trash Hogan leg drops or something. I don't know.
Make it
but you just made your world champion look like shit. So
I
see that Sean Pierce do got a faction now.
Yeah,
I just looked. Yeah, I didn't know that. I must have missed that last Tuesday when they attacked Tony.
Yeah, but who's actually checking for Sean Spears? But anyway,
I think these groups are overplaying.
I just thought everybody would know if you attack an NXT champion, it should be somebody at least the people are familiar with.
Exactly.
It's an NXT though.
Right, but you have 4 nobodies that attack the champion.
They can do that on NXT. You can't do that on the main roster.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna test it anywhere, they might as well be there.
Yeah.
Did y'all catch any of AEW this week?
I checked it out. I sent y'all some pictures of old girls. That shit was funny.
Harley Cameron is a gem. She is a gem, damn it.
She is.
I only caught highlights of the show. I think I watched a little bit of it, but then I started getting sleepy at that point in time. TJ, did you watch any of it?
Yeah. What was that? Was Dynamite. Samoa and Joe presented a new group.
Yeah, we
called the Ops. They called the Ops.
Let's just move on to Grand Slam. Let's just move on to Grand Slam. I mean, I'm not.
It was something interesting to happen. Adam Page and MJF finally touched.
That was probably the highlight of the whole show. Now, don't get me wrong. I did see a little bit of the show, and it was actually a little bit better than what it has been.
It was.
That was a face-off I was not expecting.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
Now, why they didn't build that up before the pay-per-view? I don't know.
Bert?
I guess they waiting. They kind of, waiting to hold the finger on that one.
I watched AEW myself. What was that face off of MJF? And who else was it?
Adam Page.
It was right after the match with him and Dustin, and then Hangman came out.
Yeah. That was interesting.
So, it was just kind of like a little face off and what have you. So it's like, okay, so is Hangman a baby face again, or is he kind of with this like sort of middle of the road type of deal?
Yeah, MJF, he's the forever antagonizer.
Yeah, and MJF is on repeat, so he's just watching repeat. So they know what they expect with this feud with him, and he's just going to do the same MJ playbook that makes me change the channel. So
the Hurt Syndicate, they shine. They made the guns look bad.
This is why I wanted to move on. This is why I wanted to move on.
Guns look bad.
Why bring the guns back just to have them lose in the first match?
Yeah.
Guns up.
Yeah.
What have them lose in the first match?
They got the coldest interest in AEW, though.
They do. Back.
They need daddy ass back.
They need daddy ass back. They need their daddy back.
I did like how they planted the seeds for the down the road with them and Cage and the Murder Hawk Monster, which I don't even know what the fuck that is, but Cage and Lance Archer.
Yeah.
I kind of like how they planted the seeds with that. As they say, there's going to be a lot of meat slapping. I'm like, dude, that is just a horrible.
You gotta use a different terminology.
Yeah, you find a different. So it's gonna be a lot of meat slapping in that match. Like, bruh, this. Bruh.
I don't get. Maybe y'all can explain this to me. Every week I watch this AEW and this idea. Now listen to this idea that they have. Then the bounty on Bandino. What is that?
Was that with Brian James or Brian Keith?
Yeah, with the learning tree. Hi guys. No idea whatsoever. I understand that about as much as I understand the Death Rider. So.
And what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Hold on. You're gonna have somebody that's gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, this is why you guys don't got no views because you don't agree with what we're saying.
This question is for them. Down in the comment section, please tell me, what is the Bandino bounty all about? How do you collect it? And how much do you get?
If they can explain the whole Death Riders, hey, look here.
Now, you asking too much.
My bad.
The only thing,
my bad.
Brian Keith.
Now, Ed stole the briefcase. He threatened John Moxley. He said, if you don't give me a match, then I'm gonna steal the title. But if John Moxley already stole the title, and now you saying you're gonna steal the title, so when do we get to see the title?
You're not gonna see the title. It's doing too much. See, this is why I wanted to move on. This is why I wanted to move on.
I haven't seen Moxley with the title since he won it.
No, he been keeping it in a briefcase. So
that's what's in that damn briefcase.
Yeah, the title was in the briefcase. It's almost like they gonna introduce a new title or something, but a new version of a title. Speaking of new titles, Evolve is gonna have a title. But anyway, so on Grand Slam,
it's too much.
It is. It's too much. So I mean, it was kind of a predictable card to begin with. Of course, Death Riders won. Anyway,
that was flat. That was a flat ending.
Yeah.
That was flat. Him just choking Edge out.
Here's the problem I have with that. You had Edge pass out. He didn't lose. He passed out. But now in turn, he's still getting a title match. That doesn't make any sense.
No. At all.
When he just lost in the tag match, when he getting a title match,
the crossface, right?
Yeah, bulldog choke. So, but it's like you just passed out and you get a title. Anyway, moving on. Mercedes and Harley. Harley still green as goose shit. Just saying. I like Harley. She's entertaining.
She's entertaining. She is. She got character. I will give her that.
Brother. The cream always rises to the top. The Omega and Ospreay against
Fletcher,
the Callis family. The match is what you thought it was. That's all I'm saying.
Now, Ospreay did do an interview backstage to where he challenged Fletcher at Revolution in the cage.
That should be interesting.
That's going to be very interesting. Now, why it wasn't a story to build to the cage, I don't know why. I thought that could have been good TV of them going back and forth for the next couple of weeks until a Revolution or whatever, of them building up to the idea of the cage. Versus Ospreay just being backstage, hot and sweaty after a match, and he just go, "You son of a bitch!" at Revolution in the cage.
Yeah, it's
too fast.
Burning through him.
I enjoy Kyle Fletcher. Like the match I was telling you about, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe on Collision they had a couple of weeks ago. That was a good match.
I mean, the matches with him and Ospreay have been they've been hard hitting and entertaining. Shall I say? I thought they were entertaining.
He should have won that tournament, Fletcher.
Yeah, he probably should have. Yeah,
he needed that, man. He needed that.
But it also established him too. So it's like, but you got to stop. They got to stop. They don't have a whole lot of structure. Is what because you got like 30 people talking about. Well, I want a world title shot. God damn, it's only one world title. But anyway, Buddy Matthews and Kazuchika Okada. It was a decent match. Oh yeah. That's his thing now. So it was a solid match, and then of course you had Mariah May and Tony Storm. The way that she beat her is freaking hilarious, and they are losing their fucking minds. It's like, if you don't understand that the way that she beat her goes along with her character, and the way that she beat her is so simple that it's been done before and nobody has a problem with it. Like, oh, y'all forgetting that Owen Hart beat Bret Hart with a small package? Like, really? Oh yeah, did y'all forget that?
Did you see her close up on YouTube when she sat down with Renee? Oh, it was class. It was good. It was good.
But she beat her with the small package roll up and what have you. Like, it fits the character of timeless Tony Storm. She beat her with a simple move. There was no flash. It was what it was. And it's like, okay, makes sense. But because it wasn't, she didn't hit her with the Storm Zero and all this other crap. Like, first of all, yeah, right. It's like or the shoe, which is hilarious. But it's like she beat her with a small package. Like, dude, you've seen it before, but you have a problem with it now. It's like, again, people in their revisionist memories and what have you. Like, you've seen people get beat with that move before.
But I don't think they necessarily had to do too much for that match. I mean, because you already know who was going over. It wasn't no secret.
And now Tony Storm, timeless, is a 4-time AEW Women's Champion. So now
I hope with this title defense that we can move on to some serious competition. Like, can we get some top players in here? Can we go ahead and get some top players for this women's title?
Can we get a little Tony Storm and
Athena?
Willow? Can we get a little Tony Storm and Athena or Thunder Rosa? I don't think you need to put Megan Bain in there yet because she just got there. So
yeah,
I see Thunder Rosa more on Busted Open than I see on AEW.
Yeah.
But that'd be a nice one or interesting. Like he said, Willow, Sasha Banks. My bad, Mercedes Moon.
Yeah, she had a little thing. She hates that now.
Wait,
but
what?
She hates being called Sasha. But then in the interview before you came into AEW, you said, "Oh, I may be back there eventually." So what do you think he's gonna be? What do you think he's gonna be when you get back?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. or you never know. They may let her ride with the Mercedes Moné. So I mean, it'll just be another punch in the face to AEW. That's all that is. So
maybe.
Yeah, that's all that would be, is just another kick in the dick to them. So
and I don't care about
I hope they move past this whole Mariah May and Tony Storm thing. Let this just be it.
I don't know. I've been entertained with them though. Like their interviews and how they've been kind of going back and forth, and when Tony dressed up as Mariah May, that shit was hilarious.
I think that you showed me that. Yeah, I think that.
I was like, okay, Tony Storm, all right.
Hey, but that close up of her with Renee, that was funny. That was funny.
We need Tony Storm. We need Tony Storm in WWE. It was like, you should have put back in WWE, but like, no.
They didn't do nothing with
her. She was finna get jobbed out and she knew it. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask for my release and I'm gonna dip out.
Right.
So
right. They didn't do nothing with her on the main roster at all.
Yep. Yes, they did. They ripped off her clothes and threw a pie in her face.
With Charlotte Flair, right?
Yeah.
Well, the best thing to come out of that was Tony Storm. We probably wouldn't have her if she didn't leave.
I agree.
Would have never got what we're getting right now. So she made the best decision for her. So
at the time, now I think she'll go back and be just as great, if not better.
Nah, yeah. I mean, but she cool with shit. She ain't been booked horrible.
One
of the top, hasn't been booked horrible.
Top person, top woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. She to me, I just want to see her go with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's time.
I'm ready to see her move on.
It's time for her to move on. But it's like I said, you got Willow, you got Chris Statlander. You got of course Mercedes. You got don't know what's going on with Britt Baker, but you got Thunder Rosa.
Why they ain't got a
Heat,
thing on
brother.
name on they on AEW? They got I see on Ring of Honor.
She's a forever champion in Ring of Honor, so and she has her minion. So
and why is Jay Lethal at?
back in ROH.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
How do you even watch ROH? How can
I have no idea. The only thing I see is like highlights. That's about it.
Yeah, it's on I forgot what the app called.
Like is it Fight? Something like that?
Fight TV.
Fight app? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not getting no more apps. I'll just watch the highlights. I got enough apps.
I already got 20 apps to watch WWE. Now I gotta have 20 apps to watch AEW.
Like I'm not. I'll just watch highlights when they put them on social media. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot to consume. I'm like I have other things going on too. I catch highlights. So
a couple minute clip, you'll get everything you need with certain stuff.
Basically, yeah. During the Thunderdome era or whatever the fuck it was during the COVID era, that's pretty much how I used to watch Raw because it was a chore. Like it was horrible to watch. So I just watched highlights.
Tough. Yeah, it was tough back then. It was tough.
Yeah, I just watched highlights. It was like I just watched the pay-per-view. Like you don't need to watch. It's like watching the soap opera. You don't have to watch. You can start watching in January and not watch again until June and pick up right where you left off at. Like nothing changes.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you don't need much to follow the storylines.
Now, do y'all think this year's WrestleMania bill is slower than last year's compared to what last year was?
Well, by this time, Rock had already slapped Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Shit,
yeah. I think so because they got more avenues to go down, and so many different stories that they can tell going into Mania.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a hard time figuring out who's going where and what to do with who, give or take, outside of Jay and Walter and Tiffany and
more
and Stephanie.
Like you said, it's kind of more going into Mania this year.
Tiffany,
I said it's kind of more for storyline wise, for build wise, going into Mania this year versus last year. It was Roman, Rock, Cody, the whole lead up.
Yeah, and that was pretty much all they talked about. Like everything else is kind of an afterthought.
Yeah,
that was like the only story. Yeah. And pretty soon you're gonna have all the big pay-per-views being 2 nights, which is gonna be a chore in itself too. So
yeah. But like you said, you got everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like like you say, you got Punk, you got Cena. So it's kind of they set everything up and then to kind of go into it.
Yeah, they got so many different ways to go with everybody. Like you got more people, they're top heavy. So it's kind of like you want to get everybody on the court, but what do you do with everybody on the court, and does it make sense?
Yeah.
We know we got Sammy and Kevin at Mania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know this. Whatever night they gonna be on, it's gonna probably steal the show.
Yes. So they gonna be on night 2.
You think so?
Hell yeah, they got to.
It should be. Yeah.
They got to. But Sammy, so what Sammy say? Sammy was sitting there. He say, "I don't know when I'm gonna be back." He just moved his head. He said, "I don't know when I'm gonna be back. I got nerve damage. I can't really move that good." He was
what are we at? Basically, almost through February. We got March. WrestleMania is in late April. So yeah, we'll see you like mid-March.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
We'll see you like mid-March.
Right.
Now, if you know the wrestling calendar,
that KO wasn't trying to qualify for that chamber. After he came back and dumped Sammy on his head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? What if he did pull one and snuck into the cage?
Oh my God!
I mean, we've seen people do it with the Rumble. It's like somebody come out like they just did Tozawa at the Rumble. Like he took one forearm shot to the back of the head. Now he can't compete. So
right.
It wasn't even a real beatdown. He just slapped him on the back of the neck. It's like, oh, he can't compete now. Wait a minute.
He got.
what kind of slap did he get? So
And think about the bump he take when he do his finishing move.
yeah.
When he fall
Come on
backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can't take a slap to the back of the head.
Right. It's like, really? Like, you really, like, really? And it was Carmelo that did it, wasn't it? When Carmelo the one who cracked him in the back of the head? It's like, really? You took a shot from Carmelo?
I thought we could have at least had a steel chair sitting by the entrance.
Right, make it a little bit more believable. Like if somebody like Drew or somebody would have hit him in the back of the neck, it's like, okay, that's a little bit more believable. You know, with his shoes on, Drew is like 6'5" is all I'm saying. So
right,
and 220 some odd pounds. So it's like it's a little bit more believable.
Right.
Y'all see exactly. the match they're gonna have at the Chamber is gonna be Trish and Tiffany versus I think Nia and
Candice LeRae. Yeah, I saw them set that up. There was another seed that was planted in the Rumble between Nia and Trish.
Nia
they planted that seed.
Nia and Trish at Mania?
No, at the Chamber.
Oh, the Chamber. Okay.
Yeah, because they in Toronto.
Okay. Okay.
See, and that's why Chelsea should have been in the Chamber too. They're gonna be in Toronto. Just saying.
But she's not gonna have a match. No, she probably won't have a match there.
Nah.
Maybe
they messed up. They messed up.
You know she's gonna have a backstage segment though. You can believe that. She's gonna have a backstage segment.
Something.
Right. Yeah. They messed up with that one on Friday.
She's from Canada. Maybe she got the U.S. title, and y'all know the conflict right now between the U.S. and Canada. We got they national anthem the other night.
Well, we know why that all is. So who's causing this shitstorm? But anyway, and whoever got something to say about it, whoever got something to say in the comments, yeah, mama, don't care.
But yeah, and I'm just saying.
I got about that. Anyway,
I'm just saying though, they can play off of that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. But the funny thing is, my dress is stars and stripes, so.
Right, they dropped the ball with that one on Friday.
Yeah.
With that one and Jacob fought too.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night. They'll see how they continue to build out this card and what have you. So because I'm guessing they'll probably add another match or two to the Chamber because they've only been having like 4 matches on the PLEs now, like 4 or 5 matches, give or take.
It's been about that 5, 6 at the most.
Yeah, and the Chamber matches are gonna last for a good minute. So
I don't think it's gonna be Punk, man, or Finn Balor gonna go into that Chamber, man.
You think Finn gonna go in?
I don't think neither one of them gonna go in for what? Why pit Seth in the Chamber and risk Seth getting hurt?
Well, Punk's already in, so
you can say that for anybody.
But we know, but like you said earlier, it's gonna be Roman and Seth in some kind of way.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying.
He gonna want his lick back for them curb stones. So
so Roman comes back. Seth doesn't go into the Chamber, and they need to replace him.
Oh, okay, you talking about Finn can go in like that?
Finn can go in like that, or somebody else goes in his place.
Yeah, but who? That would make sense.
Who would make sense?
AJ?
No,
because he don't have nothing going with none of them.
It's for the championship at Mania.
But it's just about being a replacement.
Because like you say, ain't no storyline around the Chamber. The Chamber is a story within itself. Mm-hmm. So the whole idea about the Chamber is just to get to Mania.
Right.
So it's just top stars only. Or you have another qualifying match.
But then if you replace somebody, you gotta win.
Yeah. And that wouldn't make sense to put AJ if AJ decided to put AJ in there and then he didn't win, knowing that you already got Punk in there. So Drew. So it's like
he could be down to the last 2 people, if that's the case, and then lose, but
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna come down to Punk and Drew?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, they based on their history and what have you, they can always play off of that. And again, that's probably why Seth is going to end up in there, because again, they all got stories that intertwine with each other.
Yeah. But I like what you were saying earlier about somehow Roman Reigns gets into the chamber.
I'm just saying, he's going to be involved. He's going to get involved in some way. He's going to cause somebody's going to eat an L, going to eat a pin because of him.
Somebody gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Drew gonna be pissed off some type of way.
He gonna have something to cry about. Drew what did they? What's it? What they call him?
Crier.
Yeah, Drew.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we touch on that promo with between him and Miz and how much truth and facts that LA was saying?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Because we all said that. Yeah, he was dropping some little truth bombs in there. So
yeah, he was hitting it. He was hitting it.
Yeah, it was so great.
Yeah, he good on the promos.
They kind of and I think I'll end it on this note. They kind of he's over, and even at the height of it, you just fed him to Roman.
You're talking about
LA Knight.
That was a no-no.
Like, that was. I'm not saying that he should have won the title, but in the same token, you kind of fed him to Roman, and it kind of brought it down.
You popped the balloon.
It popped the balloon on that. What it was like.
It was over.
Yeah, it was.
What y'all think about Drew versus LA Knight at Mania?
Do what?
What do y'all think about Drew versus LA Knight? They were saying how, because of their interaction at the Royal Rumble, how he was eliminated, and how, LA Knight was the person that Drew was pissed at because he tried to get his shit in. And they had that little interaction on Smackdown last week when LA Knight was encouraging people, oh, it's okay to cry, to be a man, but don't be like Drew. And, and then when LA Knight, when he was like, yeah, I just had to get my stuff in, and then Drew was kind of chuckled, like, in real life.
It was like, he was like, okay, so that's what we doing. I can see them kind of playing off of that a little bit, because what they say sometimes what happens backstage or in real life makes for the best story. So
natural.
And then Drew said that he needs a better opponent than Damian Priest at WrestleMania. So
yeah,
I think that'd be just right.
Right, it'd be a natural build for sure.
Because
you got so much to already work off of from the Rumble, from that promo, from eliminating him out of the chamber.
Yeah, so it's like, they can. I'm still tickled at the fact that he said he need a better opponent than Damian Priest. I'm like, oh man, that's cold. That's cold.
Now Damian in the chamber.
Yeah. They both in the chamber, so it's like
both of them. Yep.
Yeah, and Damian, I've always kind of liked Damian, like in between times, like watching him in ROH and then when he was in NXT, and it's like, you're a big man, but you almost wrestle like a luchador.
Yeah.
Give or take. And it's like, I don't need you to be the same lumbering big man, but in the same token, I'm gonna need you not to be, 6'7" doing luchador shit. So
yeah, right. Gonna pull off a King Hurricanrana.
Yeah, like I don't need to see your big ass flying around like that. I don't. It just looks weird because he got long limbs. It's like, it just looks weird. So
he kind of lazy.
He should stick with those big man moves.
Yeah, just I don't need you to
backdrops.
Yeah, just do typical big man shit. Just don't be flying around and doing, Topocun heroes or and all this other bullshit. Like you over here looking like Taker flying over the top rope when he almost impaled himself. But anyway, y'all remember that? You remember that?
Yes.
He went flying over the top rope, but he didn't catch him. He was like, I was like, oh, I think he did.
That was WrestleMania, man, 25.
Right. Okay.
I was like, boy, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, they just killed the dead man for real.
Right, he stole it real quick.
It's still hard to watch.
Yeah, I'm like, that man took a header. I was like,
Yeah.
It was like when
Yeah.
Brock tried to do the shooting star press and was way off target. So I was
Oh,
like,
with Kurt.
oh yeah. I was
Oh
like,
yeah. That was
Yeah.
bad.
So
buddy,
another thing, what
That
y'all
was
think about
bad.
Michelle McCool in the Hall of Fame? Y'all happy about it?
I don't have a problem with it. I
No,
don't
well
have a problem with it
deserved. Well
because
deserved.
she the evolution of her character from being a manager to actually getting in the ring, and then she progressively got better over time, and then the whole deal with her and Layla when they had the they broke the Divas title and both of them had one.
Yeah.
That shit was gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit was gold. But of course,
she stood out so much within that time frame of that Divas era.
yeah.
You know, she really stood out and was taken seriously within that movement.
Yeah, and then of course, you got the people, oh, she's only getting in because of who she's screwing. It's like,
yeah, she got a lot of flack for that, man.
yeah, and it's like so y'all just gonna disregard all
all
even
the
if
work she did.
again the whole. I think people still don't get how nepotism works. Like if you asked your friend to get you an interview or a job, guess what that is? It's called fucking nepotism. If you
Exactly.
ask somebody to give you a ride somewhere, that's nepotism. If you go to your friend's job and they work in a hamburger joint and you going up there because you know that they can get you free food, guess what that is?
Hey, bro.
Fucking nepotism.
That's right.
Literally, when you go somewhere and you go into, well, you know how we are. We going into an establishment that one of us own. You be like, hey man, go ahead and hook your boy up. What's that called?
Discount.
It's called fucking nepotism. Right. So if you think her screwing the Undertaker got her more TV time as opposed to her actually being fucking good in the ring.
When you call your cousin, hey man, you still got your truck?
Man, hey, I need you to help me move this couch real quick. Guess what that is? It's called fucking nepotism. Look it up in the dictionary. Look
Google
it up.
That shit.
Right, Google that shit. I don't have a problem with her going in.
No,
I don't.
It's deserved.
She deserved it. So, and like I said in the text, I believe Demolition is going to be next because they just signed a Legends deal too. Yeah, they just signed. There was one of those part of that pack that was suing for concussion lawsuits and all this other crap. But Triple H has been. I know that he still catches a lot of heat, but a lot of these return of legends that they got coming back, you know why they all came back, right? It's because of Triple H.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of Vince, it's because of Triple H. He was the one who he was the one who got Bruno back in the fold. He was the one who got Ultimate Warrior back in the fold. He was the one who's got all these guys to come back. It was Triple H.
Yeah. Jesse Ventura?
Yeah, that was Triple H. So it's like you can hate him for all you want to, but he's actually treating quote unquote legends the way that they should be treated. Like even if they just sit there ringside getting some free shit in the back. I mean, they back in the company, so they signed a legend deal. So it's like
Jesse Ventura said himself. He said himself, "I'm back because Vince gone."
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he had been around since SummerSlam '99. Remember that when he was the referee for that triple threat match?
Yeah, I was going to say, he said it's been something like 20-something years since he's been back there.
Yeah.
He said 40, but I'm like, bro, it's been like more like 25. He was the governor when he was still around.
I mean,
Yeah.
But
he's like, it took me about 40 years to come back.
And then you think about within their legends deals, man, the amount of knowledge that those men and women got.
Yeah.
That's always going to keep them at an advantage over every wrestling company in the world. With all the knowledge that they have.
That's why Triple H getting them back in the fold.
Why wouldn't you have back them well-seasoned men and women and sign them to a deal? Because guess what? You still getting paid off them men and women. You still getting paid off of them.
If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have a company. So
right.
And look at the money WWE is making. Who would want to be a part of it right now? They're making more money head over fist than they ever have.
Exactly.
$5 billion deals. Come on now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then, you know, I said I was gonna leave y'all in, but I'll leave you with this one though.
All right.
Because I'm pretty sure that y'all saying that people are still bitching about it being on Netflix, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, if they're a business, in order for your business to grow, you have to do other ventures and what have you, right?
Right.
Netflix is available to more homes from coast to coast than USA will ever be. So
Yeah.
why would they be stupid enough to pass up a deal or a partnership where they can be available to more people across the world, period? Like most people who don't have basic cable or have basic cable don't have USA. Just saying.
Yeah.
Or some of the other channels that it may have been on throughout the years and what have you. But it's like Netflix has the most subscribers across any of these apps and these platforms. Why would you not strike a deal with them to be available to more homes? They're a global company for a reason.
Yeah.
You brag about them being you brag about them being the biggest company in the world, but you're mad because they're making the biggest company in the world moves.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like,
it's rightfully so.
Like, first of all, slit your own throat. Because if it's me and it's my company and I have the opportunity to be available to more people, why would I pass that up?
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm just saying, why would I pass that up? It's just like with them being with TKO. It was like, oh, we're gonna start seeing UFC. TKO, they're a marketing company. Why would they not partner with them?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're available on a bigger platform and you have better marketing than what you've ever had. Why would you not take those two partnerships?
Yeah.
I'm like, these are people that sit in the basement and don't know how to run a business because they've never taken a business class a day in their life. I'm sorry, business was my major. I would not pass up those deals either, because guess what they're doing now? Would you just say they're making more money now than they have in the last, I don't know, fucking decade?
They're doing everything. They taking brand deals as well, as far as like different promotions. You see, now you see promotion all over the ring. You see, you know, just in the partnership. I mean, even though Logan Paul is annoying and we don't like him, he's great in the ring. I mean, he has a huge audience, but also, you know, that Prime, they're getting a good cut from off of that too.
Exactly.
Prime is $1 billion industry as well. I mean, it's just money all over WWE right now.
Yeah, and it's like you even see like the Snickers logo in the damn ring and all. Like it's marketing. It's a business.
Don't forget real beer.
Right.
All right, y'all. We gonna end it on that.
You're talking about a can of cat piss. That's what that is. But
I heard it was disgusting.
Have you seen the commercials for that bullshit?
I haven't, man.
For a real American beer, brother.
You're still hulking up, brother.
Right. Yeah. Man, anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck you, brother.
Somebody actually suing him for that. Did y'all hear about the lawsuit?
Not surprising though, but
it's kind of stupid. So this girl was at some type of event, and somebody threw one of the beers at. They were like, you know, at a party, you know, shit just happens around you. One of the real American beers hit her in the head. Now she's suing the company for it.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense at all?
No, it don't. But I hope she wins. It's just like going to Starbucks, getting a cup of coffee that you know is 722 degrees Fahrenheit, piping hot, and they give you a little sleeve on there say caution, contents are hot, and the first thing you do, put shit in your mouth and burn your damn tongue. It's like, oh, I got third-degree burns on my tongue now, but I was stupid enough to ignore the warning on there, and I didn't feel the heat in my hand that said that, hey, this shit's hot as shit.
Coffee
$10 million.
That hot.
Do what?
That coffee ain't supposed to be that hot.
It's not. It's really not. It's really not supposed to be that hot, and it shouldn't be hot 3 hours later either. Is all I'm saying. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else from you guys, man? We can log
off. I think we covered it pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think that's it, brother.
We good. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. All right.
To the next time.
All right. Hey. Brother.